Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 is real, more Dragon Ball Super Remake news, and much, much more. The Dragon Ball Battle Award 2026 was insane, with so many surprises that really show that Dragon Ball's alive as ever. And honestly, I got a little emotional through them. First and foremost, the announcement that had everyone talking is Dragon Ball Age 1000, which was finally revealed to be Xenoverse 3. After a decade of DLCs and updates, a proper sequel is finally coming next year, 2027. For a lot of Dragon Ball fans, Xenoverse 2 almost felt like it was never going to end. It just kept going and going, which is impressive on its own right, outlasting many other live service games. But after this many years, I think a lot of us started to wonder if Xenoverse 3 would actually ever happen. So seeing that title finally revealed felt surreal. And with that, we got a brand new trailer showing us the future West City, with quite a few different details, including what seems to be a theme song for the game, as performed by a glint pop star. Many unknown characters show up through the trailer, which I think are meant to represent different looks for the created characters, and the glint pop star could be our first look at a brand new race as well. If those designs really are hinting at different player looks, then this game might be pushing customization way further than Xenoverse ever did before. New hairstyles, more fashion variety, body types, more distinct identity for our created character. And if the glint pop star really is teasing a playable race, that alone would be one of the biggest additions this series ever had, since we've been kinda stuck with Majins, Frieza race, Namekians, humans, and Saiyans for 2 games. I'm personally still hoping for androids. Though there is a surprising lack of time patrol here, which could be a hint at where this story of Xenoverse 2 will end, or where this one is going. John 1000, as the internet named the character from the first trailer, was confirmed to be the created character with a female counterpart. I've been calling her Jane 1000. The story seems to focus on us and our superhero partner, Brett, the Great Saiyaman number 6, as part of a superhero organization. Honestly, what I may be most surprised by was seeing Gamma 1, Bulma, and Piccolo. Gamma 1 and Piccolo do make sense. They don't age like normal people, and Piccolo was alive in Age 1000 back in Dragon Ball Online. But Bulma is crazy. She also has a brand new design with a nice haircut and a strange halo-like ring around her neck. How can she still be alive in the future? Well, I'm sure it has something to do with time travel shenanigans. Or maybe it has something to do with that ring, like she's being physically projected into the future by it. Although I've seen some people speculate that she's just a descendant with the same name from the future. But the panelists seem to make it clear that she really was Bulma.
But did we just see Bulma in the future?
Yes, we certainly saw her.
She calls on the superheroes to come save the day in the new city, the new hub world, replacing Kanton City. The trailer ends with Bulma crashing through John's house on her old bike. I think this will be where the game begins properly. They made it a big deal to talk about the fact that they consulted Akira Toriyama about what the future world of Dragon Ball would look like, with these characters designed by him. I especially love the new look for Bulma. I do wonder if they'll also take ideas from Dragon Ball Online, another game set on Age 1000, which Toriyama was involved in. There are a ton of unanswered questions, but the new art style is making me really excited. What really jumps out to me is how softer and cleaner everything looks. The older Xenoverse games had a very specific, shiny, slightly stiff presentation, whereas this feels closer to the more rounded, expressive sensibilities of modern Dragon Ball, and Toriyama's art style in particular. There's a little bit of that Broly era influence in there. It's really nice. It was also awesome to get new animated Dragon Ball, even if it was just for a trailer. It looks like a ton of fun. We don't know anything about the gameplay yet, but I'm sure we'll get more information soon. I'll be making a video analyzing the trailer soon to see what other details I can dig up. I should also mention that Xenoverse 2 was announced to be getting its final DLC with a trailer for the Future Saga Chapter 4, and showed a bunch of the heroes facing off against super-powered villains, including a corrupted Jiren, Hit, and the Kaioshin of Time. It almost looked like history was being erased or reset, so I wonder how this will lead into Xenoverse 3. We also got a new Dragon Ball Super Remake trailer. showing us more of the battles against Beerus, with some very nice animation for the battle between him and Goku, specifically focused on the section where Goku turns Super Saiyan in the stratosphere on Earth. Nothing too crazy or new, but the trailer did end with Frieza beginning to heal after his revival, confirming that the Battle of Gods remake will be immediately followed by the Res F remake. It looks really nice, so I'm excited for it. Outside of Xenoverse 3, what got me most excited was all the news about Sparking Zero. We previously got a tease at new characters, stages, and a game mode, but this new trailer went all out. Not only did it show the previously announced characters of Paikon, Zangia, Tao Pai Pai, Champa, Super Saiyan Bardock, Super 17, Grandpa Gohan, King Piccolo, and Devilman, but also said that we're getting over 30 new characters total. This includes GT Super Saiyan and Base Vegeta, GT Super Saiyan and Base Trunks, Nova Shenron, King Vegeta, Shilai, Jacko, Kid Oob, Shin, Ader, Nam, Blue, Lord Chilled, Zaza, Fasha, Tora, and even Mighty Mask of all people, with a bunch of new costumes and super attacks and even team attacks. End of Z Goku is finally here. We're also getting new stages in Kame House, Kami's Lookout, Tundra, and 2 versions of space, Earth and Planet Vegeta. The new game mode seems to be some kind of quasi-RPG, where you level up and grow your character around the world. If that mode is as robust as it sounds, it could be a huge deal for the game, since so many of us begged for more single-player content. So anything that adds progression, exploration, or a stronger sense of your own journey could make this update feel way bigger than the last few. And, of course, there's new gameplay mechanics too, like a powered-up sparking system and the ability to call your teammates to finish a combo with a super attack. It's such a big update that they're giving it its own subtitle and a new cover: Super Limit Breaking Neo. The Neo part is a reference to the second Tenkaichi game in Japan, Sparking Neo. It's all coming summer 2026. I cannot wait. Although seeing the aura change in the new game mode made me wish that they'd bring back the aura customization from the Tenkaichi and Raging Blast games. Maybe one day. Sadly, we didn't get a new Dragon Ball FighterZ season or anything like that. Just new gameplay of Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku and a Daima pack as a whole, which includes lobby avatars for Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, Pansy, and Goku himself. I was really hoping for more, but alas. Maybe one day FighterZ will get a second wind, because I really love that game. I mentioned the final Xenoverse 2 DLC earlier, and along with that, we're getting a new collab with Dokkan, Legends, and Squadra. Dokkan is getting a Mira Toa unit, a Super Villain Vegeta God unit, and a Xeno Trunks unit. Legends is getting a Xeno Trunks playable character and a Chronoa assist. And finally, Squadra is getting 2 costumes, Xeno Trunks and Villain God Vegeta. Those were the big news out of the Dragon Ball Battle Hour 2026, and it really showed how much more to offer the franchise has, despite a small period of silence we had. We have the future of Xenoverse, a huge evolution for Sparking Zero, more footage for the Super Remake, and even some final Xenoverse 2 adventures before it bows out. Xenoverse 3 is obviously the headliner here, but what makes me really excited is how Sparking Zero could be revived, since I've always really loved the game despite all its faults. I definitely want to break down that Xenoverse trailer even more deeply, because I feel like there's a lot more still hiding in plain sight. So if you'd like to see that, let me know in the comments. And if you want more deep dives into Dragon Ball, come check out my video on the insane story of Dragon Ball Xenoverse.